Today, Steve, this is good information, but really for some of us, it's brand new information.
Well, and especially for you guys up in Detroit, you might not get the hurricanes that we get down here in Texas, but certainly this can apply to snow or heavy rain or anything like that. The first thing I want you to do is to take a home inventory. Look, I know that you think you know exactly what's inside of your house, but do you really? Do you have the detail that an insurance company will require? Take a look at the video we've got for you. Super easy to do, folks. Go room to room, take pictures of everything, brands and sizes, even photograph receipts if you have them, then upload the photos to the cloud or email them to yourself. That way you have a record which exists online. The inventory should be updated. I like to do mine every January, right after the holiday season. That way anything that's new from the holidays you've got pictures of, and of course after any major home project. The next thing I want you to do is to keep in contact. We saw this play out over and over again here in Texas during Harvey. Neighbors helping neighbors. But do you really know the people that live on your street? Do you have their names and their phone numbers? Do you know who might be elderly or have small children or be pregnant or have pets? This is the kind of information that can really help first responders in case of an emergency. And while you're at it, I want you to take the contacts that are in your phone and email them to yourself. That way you have a digital Rolodex of everybody from your friends and family to your insurance agent, just in case you need it. And speaking of insurance, this is a great time to really make sure this stuff is up to date. Make sure that the coverage that you have really reflects that inventory that you just took. And renters, I know, you think renters insurance is a waste of money, you'll never use it. That's kind of the point. I hope that you never have to use it, but if you need it, you're going to be glad you had it. It's not very expensive. You also want to check out things like wind and flood insurance, of course, depending on the region that you live in. And this is especially true for anybody. If your insurance is set up in some sort of automatic payment or draft from an account, make sure your account information is up to date. And an expiration date, on a credit card could make the difference between your insurance lapsing and you still having coverage. And finally for you, we saw so many stories of pets being reunited with their families during Harvey because they were properly microchipped or had some sort of ID on them, so make sure that yours does as well. And of course, have supplies. Have some sort of supply in water, dry consumables in your home, which you do not otherwise touch, but are all ready to go. Have blankets and warm clothes packed and ready to go. And keep escape items handy. Look, this is great for anybody, from fire to flood. Have a chain ladder on the second, in the second story to get out of a window if you need to, or a shovel if you need one. And of course, we saw this during Harvey, something that most people around the rest of the country don't think about, but we certainly do here in Texas, where people keep an axe in the attic in case they need to break through the roof for a high water rescue.
Wow, you're right. I mean, who would ever think to do that? But we saw so many situations where people kept going up to higher floors in the house, and once you're there and can't get back through, that's your only way out. Steve, really, really good information, and we'll get some stuff up on our website, fox2detroit.com. Thank you.